Hello everyone, myself Kamna Singh, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today we are going to discuss the topic Signal Transmission and Encoding, and this particular topic is taken in the Computer Network subject. This is actually for the BTech 6th semester subject. So let's start with the signals. First, we have to know that the signals are of two types, analog signal and digital signals. Analog signals are generally as a continuous signals, and the digital signals are the discrete signal, or you can say digital signal, you can say 0 and 1 is there. And the analog signal, whatever I am saying, that is the analog signal, and that can be represented with the help of the sine wave or cosine wave. So in the analog signal, you can see here that in the analog signal, you can represent it as like this, whatever the waves are there, and this particular wave, this horizontal line axis is called as a time, and this particular line is as a voltage or a amplitude. So the value at the signal at any level, that is called the amplitude of that particular signal, and value at the maximum value of the signal is called the peak amplitude of the signal. So here it is represented as the cosine wave or a sine wave. Now, the features of the signal. Here you can say the features or the characteristics of the analog signals. So, whenever we are saying something like that this particular signal is actually the analog signal, and these are the features or characteristics of the analog signal. That is, first one is the amplitude. Amplitude is nothing but when the signal is there, this particular signal, the value at any given point of this particular signal, that is called the amplitude. And there is a one more thing, period and frequency and phase. Phase is the signal value related to the 0 degree, that is called the phase, and the period and frequency. There are two terms, and this time period is actually anti-proportional to the frequency, or you can say period refers to the amount of time in seconds that needs to complete one cycle, that is called the time period, and the frequency is called as the number of periods completed in 1 second, that is called as a frequency. So there is a relationship between the time period and frequency. Other characteristics are the bandwidth and wavelength. Bandwidth is nothing but that is the difference between the highest frequency and lowest frequency. There is a difference between these two, that is the bandwidth, and the wavelength can be represented as lambda, and lambda can be written as lambda equal to c by f. C is the speed of light and f is the frequency. Now, the digital signal is generally as a discrete signal and can be represented by the two voltage, negative or positive you can say, or you can say there is a true value or a false value, or you can say that is a 0 and 1 value. Now, in the digital signal, generally the particular values for the amplitude and signal is digital to digital conversion. Whenever we are going for the digital signal to digital conversion, it means what? That is the digital binary stream is converted into the signal, and this particular signal, whenever the digital signal we are talking about, there is a square waves are there. Always there is a square waves. In the, you can say the analog signal, there are sine wave and cosine waves, but when we are talking about the digital signal, there is only as a particular square waves. Now, these are the types of digital to digital encoding. It can be also called as a D to D encoding. Digital to digital encoding, there are three types, that is a unipolar, polar and polar. Bipolar. This polarity means there is a positive or negative polarity, means if we are talking about this particular signal, this is represented as positive, there is a negative voltage, negative 5 voltage and plus 5 voltage. Then in the first half, it can be represented as a positive voltage. Here it is writing as a negative voltage. And there is a square waves are there because the digital signal is there. Unipolarity means there is a only single polarity is there. Polar means there is a positive and negative, both polarity is there. Now in the unipolar scheme, you can see in this particular unipolar scheme means there is one polarity only. Either it is a positive or a negative. Generally, in the unipolar scheme, when we are going to convert any signal like the digital stream, this particular digital stream is converted into the signal. When the 0 here in the unipolar scheme, 0 is represented as a 0 and the 1 is represented as a positive voltage. So you can remember this, whenever the unipolarity is there, 0 particular binary stream 0 is represented as a 0 signal and the 1 is represented as the positive voltage. This positive voltage is there always in the unipolarity, but there is some problem in the unipolar. That is what the one point is DC component and the synchronization. Imagine there are number of stream having a 0 0 0 0 0 0, or in this particular time when we are going to convert this particular stream as a 0 signal. So there is no particular positive or negative voltage variation is there. So there is a synchronization problem is there. By this particular problem, we are switching out the polar scheme. In the polar scheme, there are two polarities is there. There is a positive and negative polarities both, or you can say there are two voltage level are there. That is a negative and positive voltage. Now, in the polarity scheme, this is actually the D2D encoding schemes are there, digital to digital. In the digital to digital, the polar scheme is called as there is a three values or three fields are there, NRZ, RZ and biphase. NRZ is non-return to 0. It means signal is not going to return to 0 and the return to 0 means RZ. That particular signal, when we are going to convert the binary stream into the particular signal, then that particular signal is going to 0, and there is a biphase. In the biphase, both the Manchester and differential Manchester false. Here in the NRZ, there are again two types, that is NRZ-L and NRZ-I. This NRZ-L means non-return to 0 level and non-return to 0 inverter. Now, in the NRZ scheme, you can see here, in the NRZ scheme, whenever any values, actually what we are going to do, binary stream is converted into the square waves or a digital signal. So, now in the NRZ-L, always remember in the NRZ-L, means non-return to 0, that particular signal is not going to return 0. This 0 value is included in that particular signal, and the L is the level, means there is no transition actually. There is, whenever the 0 is there, this particular 0 having a positive voltage. 0 is converted as a positive signal and 1 is represented as the negative signal. So simply you can draw it here. Whenever the 0 you can find 0 as a positive voltage, and whenever you are getting 1, whenever you are getting 1 as a negative, 1 is as a negative and 0 as a positive. But now again the same problem will occur if there is a continuous or a sequence of 1 1 1 or the sequence of 0 0 0, then there can be a problem. So for this particular problem, there is a NRZ-I is there. NRZ, non-return to 0, inversion. Here I is what? Inversion. And when the transition taken place, when the next bit is 1. Whenever in the NRZ-I, whenever the 1 is there, the transition taken place. It means, transition means the previously whatever the one polarity is there, that polarity will be changed into the positive. It means what? Whenever the 0 is there, 0 is considered as in the NRZ-I. NRZ-I, 0 is considered as same. 0 is considered as 0. You can say this 0 is saying as this positive, as same as the NRZ-L. Next is the 1. This particular 1 is value as negative, because in the NRZ-L, 1 is as a negative. Again same, 1 is as a negative. This particular 1 is here. But the next thing is there, whenever the next value is there, that is 0. Whenever the next bit is 1, then the transition taken place, otherwise not. Now this value is, this is 0, 1 and 0. 1 is negative, next bit is 0. Next bit is 0, there is no transition. No transition means if the positive voltage is going on, then positive voltage. If the negative voltage is going on, to negative voltage. It means what? Here it is a negative voltage, so 0 is not going to represent as a positive voltage here in the NRZI. You can represent it as a 0. Next bit is again 0, so there is no transition. 0 is there. And the next bit is 1. Next bit is 1 means what? Next bit is 1, then the transition taking place. Here the voltage is what? Negative. Now the next is positive. Again the next one is there. Previous voltage is what? Previous was positive. Next bit is 1. The transition taking place. So this particular voltage is converted into the negative voltage. Then next one is there. Next 0. Or you can say a simple example, you can take 0, 1, 1, 1. Suppose you have to write this one. In the particular NRZI, you can say here there is a 0, 1, 1, 1. Fine. So you can say here as in the 0 voltage, positive voltage is there, fine. The next voltage is 1 is negative voltage. So that is okay. 1 is as a negative voltage. So your signal is like this. Next is your 1. 1 means what? If the next bit is 1, the transition taking place. This one was the positive. Now this one is negative. Next bit is 1. So now this particular one is like this. So your signal is continuous changing the states. So there is no DC component or synchronization problem. That's why the NRZI we can use. Now, the next is the return to 0. When the return to 0 means, now the first thing is there in the return to 0, that is, in the return to 0, the one more thing is there is a signal is returned to 0 and then one bit is represented by positive to 0 and the 0 bit is represented by negative to 0. Again remember that the particular one bit is 0 to positive. Now you can see here that is a 0, 1, 0, 1 is there. So 0 is represented as negative 2, 0 and 1 is represented as positive 2, 0. 0 is negative 2, 0. 1 is as positive 2, 0. This can be represented as a return to 0. And there is a transition can be used for the synchronization. And the one particular bit is represented with the two signals here. In the NRZ, you can see here, in the one single bit can be represented by the one single. One signal is there, one single signal is there. But in the return to 0, with a one single bit, there are two signals are there. Fine. There is a negative to positive and positive to negative. That is the for the return to 0 scheme. Now the next is the biphase. In the biphase, there is a two terms are there. That is the particular Manchester and differential Manchester. In the Manchester scheme, what is going on here? In the Manchester scheme, the 0 is represented like this. Means what? Positive to negative in the particular. And the 1 is represented as like whatever the value is here like. So you can say here that is a Manchester in the 0. Positive to negative and the 1 is represented as negative to positive. 0 is represented as positive to negative and negative to positive. Fine. The next is that the 0 is represented as positive to negative and negative to positive. The one more thing is there in the differential Manchester. In the NRZI, when the next bit is 1, there is a transition. In the differential Manchester, when the next bit is 0, then the transition is taking place. So, in the differential Manchester, the first thing 0. The first value is 0. It means what? Actually, what is going on here? That is in this particular differential Manchester, what is going on? That is, if you are saying here, in the differential Manchester, first bit is 0. First bit is 0 means actually you have to represent this 0 is like this. as a positive to negative. But in the differential Manchester, next bit is 0. Then you are saying that this particular 0 can be represented like this. Because the transition taken place negative to positive. 0 is represented by what? That is positive to negative. And the 1 is represented in the Manchester scheme, that is negative to positive. But when the transition taken place, this polarity will be changed. There is a 1. Next value is what? 1. There is no transition. Now, the scheme is saying that whatever the polarity is here, the half polarity is there, that is a positive. So, you have to start from here only. Not as a negative to positive to negative. You have to start from here, that is like this. The next value is 0. It means what? This is the signal. That signal is as a 0. So you can say that is a negative and the next bit is 0. That's why you can start from here. That is negative, positive to negative. Next bit is again 0. So you can say here this polarity is the negative polarity and now we are starting from the positive. So there is this. So these are the transitions taken place in the differential Manchester scheme. Now the next scheme is the bipolar scheme. In the bipolar encoding scheme represent actually 3 voltages. In the NRZ only positive negative. In the RZ there is a 0 returning is there. Now in the bipolar there are the 3 polarities are there, or you can say the voltage levels are positive, negative and 0. So you can say the bipolar encoding scheme there is a 0 level, binary 0 and binary 1 is represented. Now in the next thing, bipolar is again classified into 3 schemes, that is alternate mark in inversion, B8ZS, binary 8 zeros and HDB3. These 3 schemes we can read one by one. In the AMI or a alternate mark inversion, in this particular alternate mark inversion, we are going to say here, that is in the alternate mark inversion, whatever the value is there, suppose 10, 110 or whatever the value is there, whatever the signal level is there. So you have to represent like, you are going to here, first you have to understand what is going on here. That is in the 101, 1 having a positive polarity and the 0 is having a 1 is having a 0 polarity, 0 having a 0 and the next one, this one is having a positive voltage. Now the next one is having a negative voltage. Again in this particular series, if any one is coming out, then because this is the negative polarity, so next one will be using as a positive. Then next one, here it is a positive, so it can be represented as negative. Previous one is negative, so this particular having a positive. Next, and the 0 can be as it is 0, 0. So now in this particular example, if I am writing here 1, 0, 1, 1 and 0 is here, these are the signal level. So 1 is in the starting, 1 is as a positive. 0, 0 is having a 0 value. The next one is what? Because the previous one, whatever this in the series come, when the previous one is positive, so this particular one is going to the negative polarity. Now in the next one, because it is what? It is actually this particular one, previous one is negative, so this one is positive, like this. Next 0, so 0 you can write it here. This is the AMI or a alternate mark inversion. Next is your binary 8ZS. In the binary 8ZS means if in this particular series, in the digital stream, continuous 8 zeros are there. If the continuous 8 zeros are there and the first polarity of the bit is positive. If the first polarity is positive, then you have to change. You have to remember this particular line, that if the polarity is 0 plus, then the first 3 0 is like this. 3 0 means first 3 0 is like this. 0, 0 and 0. 8 zeros are there, na? Then next is a positive and next is a negative. Next is 0, and next is negative, next is positive. So in the binary 8 zeros, if the 8 zeros are there, so you have to represent like this. First 3 zeros represent as 0, the next 0 as a positive, then negative, then 0, then negative, then positive. So you have to represent like this in the binary 8 0. It is simple scheme. You have to remember only this particular line. Now next is the HDB3. HDB3 is nothing but it is the high density bipolar 3. High density bipolar 3, it is actually using in the Europe and Japan, and it is providing the synchronization of the long sequence of 0 bit. Long sequence of 0. In the AMI you can see, or in the B8ZS you can see here, there is a long 0 stream are there, that is a 8 zeros are there. Now in the HDB3 there is a high density bipolar 3. If the long sequence is going on, then what will be happen? Here is the scheme. If the number of ones bit, since the last substitution is odd, if the first polarity is negative, so you have to write it 4 zeros are there, and it can be represented as negative 3 zeros and negative. And if the previous polarity is positive, so you can write it here, that is a positive 3 zeros and positive. So you can write it like this. This is the HDB3 scheme is there. So in the HDB3 scheme, the polarity of previous bit is negative and next positive. So always remember this particular scheme.